having us here. And good afternoon, everyone. So we late, but we were wet. But thanks for holding on. Thanks for holding on.
Congratulations. I mean, here's another one, a big one here. You know, you've had players that come and go, you've had players win things, you've had players leading, you know, with awards and personal accolades, but to have a player get the sort of accolades that he's gotten, not personally, which he has gotten, but for the team, to win it 12 times, it's absolutely incredible. I think he deserves a big round of applause for a career very well lived. Can you believe that when you think about it? 12?
Yeah, 12 sounds a lot, but I need more. I need more because I'm at standard, so every time you step on the pitch, the hunger grows every time because I'm youngsters who have won one, and I'm in that group. So if I'm in that group, which means I must compete at the same level with them, and I must help them to get to where I am. Because if I'm at 12, if they win, I get to 13. So unfortunately, and as I said, I'm still at Sundown, so next season is 13. I don't know, but the team knows that the first.
No, we don't speak like that around here. Next
no,
season is 18.
We do speak like that. But
You think
we are champions? Champions must be champions.
You were there in 2016. I think, if memory serves me right, Kwena, Temba, Morena. I think those are the three of the current squad that were there in 2016. You are now getting the Mothobi, you're getting the Allende's asking you, hey, what is it like there? What are you telling the team?
Well, I'm not the only one who's doing that. Of course, I've got some senior members as well in the team that have been at different levels of football, like the AFCON, and of course, some have played bigger tournaments, the World Cup qualifiers. So my message to them is to keep going because it's possible. If we could do it in 2016, why not? Because it's in our hands. There was a coach who used to tell us that we had the final, we might as well win because there's no point of going all the way and letting it lose. Of course, we have one more game to go, but it's possible. And with the entire country behind us, I believe that we will get the goal because we here for the country, regardless of us wearing the Sundowns badge. I think what they say first is South African club. So it doesn't matter who's playing, it's a South African club. So for us, it's about lifting the flag.
And that's very important what Dennis says on the tour, because you saw what it looked like on Saturday. You felt it. You guys have gone onto the continent, to Morocco, to Egypt, when you had, you know, a wall of red, a sea of all sorts of colors. It is important that the fans go with you. It is important that the fans are there every single step of the way, because like Vera said, that's a voice you hear.
Yeah, to be honest, you know, when you have your supporters picking you up, like, it gives you that extra energy, even when you're tired. But to see them in the stands, like, the way that Coach Steve said it, that when you see someone that you normally see in the cars and afters, when you see them in a different country, like, you know, it gives you that energy that, you know, you don't want to disappoint them, you know, because they need means to get there. And then I think as a team we'll be very happy to have our supporters speaking us in Egypt.
At the Club World Cup, when they speak about the Club World Cup, when you're hearing this Club World Cup thing, you know, he's been there, you know, she's been there. When I'm doing what comes to mind? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What are you thinking in the Club World Cup?
To be honest, it's a big tournament. Still remember when I first got to the team, the only thing that the guys were talking about was to win the Club World Cup in Champions League. It's something that has always been there. And then I remember asking Flompo, asking them like, how was it like to be in the Club World Cup? And they were always like telling us all the things that Flompo was saying. For me, it's not the first time you know, and even now, they always tell us that, guys, we're going to enjoy it, we're going to learn a lot in Club World Cup. So now I'm happy to be part of the group that's going to Club World Cup. And when I come back, I will also share what I learned to the new players that will come into the team.
Dennis, Willem makes a good point here. Say there was excitement with you guys to say we're the Club World Cup. There's a potential of playing Real Madrid, and perhaps the club looked over there when there were still teams that needed to play here. This time around, it's a brand that's even more popular, bigger than what it was in 2016. It's gone on to do so much more in terms of accolades that you guys have gotten. This time around, Sundowns is going to get out of the group, is going to fight to make the name in football, and in 90 minutes, no. Surely this is something that you guys talk about to say, we're not going there with sights.
Yeah, when we went in 2016, we were just excited to be there. It was our first time to have World Cup.
I would say it was very cold. It was very cold. If I could play with the blanket, I would have asked for it. But of course, the boys have an opportunity now to play in a tournament that has more teams with a lot of quality players. And we have that who can do that as well. And I'm part of the young group. I'm part of the young group, but I'm in that category of the young ones. So I believe that the opportunity that they have to play top clubs is in their hands, playing the first game and then playing Dortmund. I mean, who doesn't want to play against Dortmund and playing against the Brazilians? So it's going to be interesting, but the target is to make the club proud, to make the continent proud, and of course to make the country proud by representing very well, because at first it wasn't well, but I believe that the second time around we'll do our best to get the team to the next level.
The Brazilians are sharp, or Ronaldo. You don't seem excited though, Melo. Are you excited? Oh, is this the excitement? Oh, apparently this is the excited face. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm excited. The minute
Did you see that? Very excited. My lord.
You also.
It's such a big opportunity, for players individually to reach that level, to play among some of the best. I mean, I take a look at what you have here behind you, in the Messi and in the Dembele, but over and above that, we've got Rodwin there, which says we belong, we are part of this. This is who we are as well. When you speak about the best in the world, doesn't know.
And it shows that Sundowns is a big team, and we're going to compete with the big players in the big tournament in the World Cup. And our team, we're also going there to show that who we are, going to play our game, and people will know that we have talent in South Africa, and we have players that play in we played the Champions League, others played Olympics, we played against our name and all that. So we also go in there to compete.
Is there a team you want to play? In 2016, you left home saying, we need to take on Real Madrid at some point. It was the one that had Bale, that had Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema, that team. You said we want to play them. This time around, is there that to say we're hoping to meet this team? Is there a team like that here? Yeah? Man City. Man City, boy. Why is that Man City?
I like the way they play, and sometimes I just want to test myself against them.
Okay.
I think the most interesting game is the Fluminense game, because they play good football. Yeah. They build up from the back. They're not scared of anyone. When you look at the previous World Cup, they made Man City run for the ball. So for me, I'm much interested in seeing how they play against Africa, because we also like the counter pressing and how they will come out. So
the Brazilians versus the Brazilians.
Yeah. Let's see what's going to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a big round of applause. Do remember to engage with us at Carling Black Label. But before you go off, the fans have always been an important part of Mothobi Sundowns. You've said this many a times. A word to them.
First of all, I want to congratulate them for being champions once again. of course, being there for us in all difficulties and all the glories that we've had with them. It's been a very difficult season for us, but they were with us. Even when we play away, we could see the yellow nations. Yeah, they would say that they're few, but they're passionate, they are strong, and that's the most important part. So for me, I would thank them for being with us all the way. Come with us to the Club World Cup, and come with us to the Champions League final, because we know without you we're not strong, but with you we are very strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, a big round of applause. At Carlos Black Label is where you can find us to interact. Remember the hashtag champions to the world. Speaking of champions, well, here they are. Let's give them a nice big round of applause as they take their seat. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If I could please ask, and I know we've taken so much of your time, you're going to get your opportunities for your one-on-ones. You're going to get an opportunity to speak to our dignitaries here as well. But while we do that, if you do have a camera,